the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he...
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Pacers, Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot.
And the Pacers, a team that generally likes to work the ball until they find what they like.
No doubt, Greg, reflected in the fact that they were 27th in field goal attempts last season, right? That's because they are so patient and so disciplined on the offensive end.
Now, here's Brogdon. Out to Turner. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And so it's Indiana with it. Outside Turner. Shoots over Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. Outside Simmons. Feet away. The rebound by Turner. Oladipo against Richardson. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. Takes the 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Now, here's Brogdon. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Richardson outside. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And Brogdon, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Passes it to Simmons. Hook shot on the way. The shot's good.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll call.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oladipo goes in. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Embiid. Stolen by Brogdon. Inside, and now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense. Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. TJ Leaf comes in for Warren. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Lamb. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
Here's Holiday after Ben Simmons' bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana again missing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Oladipo against Smith. Pass to Harris. Outside, Simmons. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And here's McDermott. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out left to the wing. Sabonis, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Smith and Harris are out on the wings. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Bolden in at the power forward. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
And he makes the first.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, the son of a legend. To me, guys, he has everything he needs to be an effective player for years to come in the NBA. Size, length, feel, there's a lot to like.
Scotty's checked in for Harris.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And that's going to be a travel. The 76ers leading. Outside, Simmons. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday. That shot off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Here's Simmons, and the shot is good. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Sabonis. O'Quinn defending. Sabonis finds Oladipo with some arc, and O'Quinn sends it back.
Well, just such an active presence on the defensive end. Kyle O'Quinn, get that weak stuff out of here.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Sabonis. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Jonah Bolden. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Zaire Smith. Now here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Scott. Here's Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket. I'll tell you, for all the intangibles that Al Horford brings to the table every night, the leadership, there is such a humble, authentic, unselfish nature that I think sets the tone for the whole team.
And the first one at the line is good. And the veteran leader, Al Horford, a calm, quiet locker room presence, Doris, but his words carry a lot of weight.
No doubt, Kevin. Why? Because he's always team first, because he plays the game the right way, and this helps create a culture of winning. It's why Al Horford is so coveted.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
That's good from Simmons.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Now here's Lamb. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
They get it again. Embiid.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
The pass to Brogdon. Kicks to Turner. Outside Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. They need this one. But they get it back. Bounce pass from Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He kicks it to Warren. From 12 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Simmons on the wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Warren with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so that brings the first half to a close. 76ers ahead as they end the second quarter with a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What you think about the 76ers?
I like their commitment to that inside game. Boy, get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better. Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb at the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Harris on the double team. It's stolen by Harris. Pass break, Philadelphia. Harris with the ball. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
They double him with Horford. Back to Warren. Embiid against Lamb. Outside Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Over Horford. And too long on the shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Simmons passes to Horford. Over Lamb. Horford no luck. Pacers trail by 13. Up top, Brogdon. Guarded by Simmons. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Grady's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And the Pacers call time here.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
And it's Scott with the jam.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
Brogdon against Richardson. Brogdon outside. Shot to stop the run. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. Warren's checked in for Doug McDermott. And the 76ers also making a change. Zaire Smith, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. Brogdon hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Philadelphia leading by 15. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Simmons kicks to Smith. Pass to Bolden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Indiana with it. Outside Holiday. Here's Leaf. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Off target from outside. Now the 76ers with it. Big run right now going for him. 11-2. Harris kicks to Scott. Harris against Warren. Harris misses. Pacers trail by 17. On the wing, Holiday. They get it back. Here's Leaf. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Bounce pass, Smith. Simmons passes to Bolden. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Warren with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Leave kicks to Warren. Shot clock at 5. Over Smith. And the shot by Warren, no good. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's good. Simmons got 14.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Warren. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Holiday gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Pacers trail by 16. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Simmons and Smith are your 1 and your 2. And it's Embiid in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Oladipo against Smith. Outside, Simmons. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Smith bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And the 76ers call time here. Richardson, he's checked in for Zaire Smith. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Philadelphia. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Harris on the double team. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
And Lamb drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Oladipo against Richardson. That's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lamb, that one wide left. The 76ers leading by 12. Simmons looking it over. The dish to Richardson. Now here is Horford. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. Richardson, no luck.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Oladipo against Richardson. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Oladipo for the finish, and finished off by Oladipo.
Well, this is an all-around threat. Oladipo terrific at coming up with steals and then capitalizing on the other end.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. They could use a bucket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Indiana making a change here. Warren's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Bolden's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Out to Lamb. There's the 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Simmons finds Richardson. Embiid trying to break loose. Another miss by Philadelphia. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 8. 50 seconds left in the game. the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Richardson the pass to Harris. Yep, it counts. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Richardson. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Lamb. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here is Harris. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a